So today we will be, going at doing a general reading just to get some guidance and some understanding from your ancestors. So, like I said, thank you for watching the video. Go ahead, however you found it, in order to stay in this, energy. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and there will be links down below in order for you, just to support the channel in any way that you would like to. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and look at the bottom of the decks and see exactly what's there for us before we get into the reading. So, okay, at the bottom of the tarot deck we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is asking you, how can you use your leadership skills to inspire and motivate others? A lot of fire energy. So I do think that's important for that, masculine side. We all have feminine and masculine inside of us. So let's just, get that straight. First of all, your warmth and confidence inspire those around you. So that energy of, fire, the confidence, the passion to get up and do something, that creativity, that fire within you, is very prevalent and very important to use. Also, like I said, that's the leadership qualities of the Queen of Wands. One of the most amazing leaders in the tarot deck as well. And at the bottom of this deck we have the Mother of Water. So we're going to take a moment, since it is an ancestor reading, take a moment, just to take a deep breath and thank every womb that brought life to this planet. So the Mother of Water is talking about emotional self-care, and it shows that number 30, which 3 is the, a feminine as well. But yes, we have a lot of feminine energy at the bottom of this deck. So, something with the divine feminine, calling you to, pay attention to that, or just the your mother's lineage as well. So, without further ado, though, let's go ahead and start shuffling the tarot just to see, what is the current energy of this ancestors reading. What's coming to you? What's coming up? Alright, let's shuffle, 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 shuffle. Alright, let's get one. So let's see what message your ancestors have for you. So I mentioned, the divine feminine on, the size of your family, or just the divine feminine that brought you into this place. So it's natural to bring up, that other half, which is, the masculine side. And we're doubling down on that leadership and the confidence and the passion and the fire that you need. So it says you are a natural born leader with a vision for the future. So right now, your lineage is calling you to focus on where you want to take it in your life. So, doing things that you can be proud of, doing things that, is leading whatever next generation, not just of the people that you are related to, but the people that you help and affect in this world. Essentially become a part of, your ancestral lineage as well. When you change 7 generations into the future for yourself. So imagine, changing people's lives and leading other people and, creating a vision that people want to live by. You also change 7 generations into their family as well. So this is very important. Being a leader and leading by example is important for so many reasons because, that's how people learn. And not feeding into, negativity or the lack of vision of other people, or, just the lack of leadership, the lack of, anything, the arrogance of, not acting at your highest and your best. Like I said, people will follow what you do. People can't help but follow what you do. So it is very important that you evaluate yourself accurately. So it says, how can you use your vision and leadership skills to achieve your goals? Alright, hello to your mom. I'm glad she loves to watch as well. So, yes, definitely in that energy of, not just taking accountability for you, but think about it when you are a leader. When you are a leader, you have to take accountability for the people on your team as well. So the energy that is surrounding you right now is to, create a vision, craft a vision that you can be proud of, and, leading people in that direction. Obviously, as a leader, it may not be easy as well, but that passion that you have in order to start something new. So you may be an entrepreneur, you may just be the leader of any team, but you definitely feel like you're the type of person to go out on your own, to push yourself, and to not be, held up by any structures that don't serve you. So if you're going to be a leader, you'll be a leader wherever you are, no matter what. So your vision will always override, the vision that you have for your life will always override, anything that was set in place to try to harm you or to stop you or to, put you in the energy of, not knowing what you want to do or clouding your vision. When we talk about vision for the future, anything that's trying to get in your way and like cloud up your vision, you're not going to have it. That's what a leader does, So let's go ahead and see what opportunities are coming your way when you engage in a higher form of leadership. What opportunities are coming to you? Let's see what opportunities. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the mother of all opportunities. Talking about, just new beginnings, material prosperity, spiritual abundance, and, seeing a lot of manifestations at this time. So the number one is that the symbol of, just new beginnings, freshness, and, the things that you are wanting is coming up and is making itself known to you. So it's not being something not being hidden at this time as well. So the card says, I'll keep it up here so you can see it, but it says the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Success and prosperity lies ahead. So there's definitely a lot of when you take the reins in your life and you decide, that you're not going to be held up by like the standards of other people, that you're not going to be, beholden, or that you're not going to be held hostage by other people's thoughts, and you decide that you're going to, sit on the throne of your life. The opportunities open themselves up to you. And it says, what new financial opportunity is presenting itself. So this is a question that you can ask yourself and answer it in the highest way that you like, the things that you want to see happen for you. So what things, and you may be creating like a vision plan or a vision board. It could be words, it could be, pictures, whatever, feels most aligned to you, and, helps you bring the things that you are seeing into your orbit. And I think, having a vision for yourself and knowing, exactly where you want to be is the best way to get yourself there. So how are you going to be a leader if you don't know where you're going? That's like getting in the car, cranking it up, and then not knowing where you want to go. So in order to, really be a leader, you have to say, hey, you have to be unafraid to say this is where you're going and this is where you're going to head. Like once you get in the car, once you, crank it up, you're knowing your direction no matter what. And even along the journey when you're driving, if you have a GPS, it may be taking you, like, imagine if it's traffic one direction, it'll reroute you in order to get you to the same destination. It can reroute you in order to get you there and make sure that you're, still on the same path no matter what. Your path may change, I would say, like a direction. You may take, different turns in life, but the destination is always the same for you. So opening up and not being afraid of, the opportunities that are coming your way and things of that nature. So let's see what steps you should take in order to align with this prosperity and this abundance. So be the magician. You have the number one coming up again in the major arcana. So that's the magician. That's your advice. The action steps that you take is to be the magician. Realizing that, manifesting is not this hard thing for you. Like there's nothing that is stopping you from manifesting the things that you desire out of life, because you are a natural manifester. That's the way that it always has been. So even just because you have learned like new terms, manifesting and law of attraction, law of assumption, all of these things, they have already been working. So just because you just learned the name for gravity doesn't mean that gravity just started existing. You have just, learned how to process it and what to call it, but that has always been there. The natural laws of manifestation has always been working in your favor, whether you know it or not, whether you have been using it for the best and highest or not. Now it's just the time to, take the reins and be a leader over your life again, and, wield your power in a smart way. So if you look at the magician, you can see all of the tools that he has on the table. It's the cups, it's the sword, it's the pentacle, and it's the wand. Everything is here at your disposal for you to use. So it's all about what do you want to use at this time. So you have the magician. It says you can manifest what you desire in your life. It's all in your hands. Remember I said the reins. So it's all in your hands. The reins. You have to really take this leadership role seriously. Even if you're not a traditional leader at some sort of company, you're always a leader no matter where you are, because you're the leader of your life. So manifestation and creativity, like the things that you are desiring, get creative. And the time, I like that it says no time indicated, because it's limitless. You have always been creating, so now is the time to do it with a vision in mind. So do it with confidence. The word confidence coming back up is on basically for the third time. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Magician telling you, in order to get the things that you want, you have to be confident. And it does take a certain amount of skill that is always acquirable. So it's not hard to learn new things. It's not hard. In this day and age, of course, especially. So it's nothing holding you back from having the life that you desire, except for the confidence and the will to go after the things that you desire. So once you go after the same things that you desire, let's see what the outcome is. Let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So your outcome looks like celebration, harmony, homecoming, stability. What that looks like, what that means really is like your accomplishments, the things that you want coming home to roost. So the fourth card is the number 4. And it's just showing the number 4 is all about, the energy, like I said, of celebration. Also of, it's saying stability as well. If you look at the wands, a lot of fire energy as well. And you have, like, on every card, a yes, 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 yes. So it's definitely all here for you. For you to take those reins of your life, to be the leader of this generation, of your lineage, is being called on you. If you're like that person who maybe you were the black sheep, maybe whatever the case may be, no matter what, it's like as above, so below. So above you is your ancestors, and they are looking to you to be the one who really, is setting up the generation for success and long-term prosperity. Not just like a finite dollar amount, but long-term prosperity for yourself and for them. Like your ancestors are counting on you in a way to live your highest timeline and be your highest self in this timeline. So, and what comes with that is a different level of stability. So the 4 of Wands says celebrate your accomplishments and share your joy with others. So ask yourself, how can you celebrate and share your success with those around you? So whether that be, family members, or, people that you make family as well. But it could be something that you're doing like community wise as well. Whatever you're doing, making sure that it's just something that other people can look at you. Obviously, the more you are successful, the more people look at you and pay attention to you and things of that nature. So it is the smartest thing for you to be, acting in a confident way, acting as a leader should, with those a lot of the this fire energy, letting you know, you're not lackful for any opportunities because your creativity creates opportunities. You take the reins into your own hands. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So, abundance and generosity is all here for you. It says you are abundant on your own. Keeping balance between emotions and practicality is a virtue. So not only, like I said, making that vision board for yourself, but also, that GPS reference that I mentioned, about, getting in the car and no matter what, you are heading in the area of that destination. Like you're not moving from your goal. Like if you have the specific goal to end here, you're going to end here. No matter what twists and turns that life would take you on. And that is a positive thing. So getting back to this deck, like I mentioned, you have the Mother of Water, if you're just tuning in, but the Mother of Water, which is talking about emotional self-care, which kind of mentioned here at the bottom with the Queen of Pentacles telling you to balance, your emotions and practicality. So let's see what we have to get a message from your ancestors in this deck as well. Let's see. Let's see. Also, if you haven't liked the video yet, make sure that you do. So we have star. You are the star of your generation, the star of your lineage. Very bright star. We all are, but there's a certain, a certain vision or a certain, recognition of who you are and what you bring to your lineage and, to your bloodline, and the just being proud of, who you are, what you are, where you come from. So it says the star is, spiritual rebirth as well, with the number 8. And funny enough, this number is actually, I was going to mention it earlier, but I mentioned the 4 of Wands, which is in the 4th position, which is 8. And also you have the number 8, or the infinity symbol over the magician's head. So, there could be a lot of things with the number 8. It could be a birthday, could be just a lucky number, or an angel number that you'll be seeing, 88888. So type that if you are seeing it and let me know down below. But yes, we'll get more on this card a little bit later. Let's go ahead and see another message from your ancestors. We actually had this card come out, and I shuffled it multiple times, as you heard, and so it coming back out is just a testament to the power of this card, which is, like I said before, the number 30, Mother of Earth, emotional self-care, and just balancing the energy of your emotions, and not neglecting that part of you, but also not just acting out of emotions or allowing your emotions to stall your practical behaviors that you have to do. So practicality and being able to face the things or do the things that you want to do, or continuing to do those things no matter what, is how you show that growth. Not just acting out of your lower vibrations or your lower nature as well. So let's get another card to see what is your ancestors message at this time. So we have creature of water, a lot of water energy as well. So using this energy, so we have water here, we have also earth as well. Like the star energy always has that 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground as well, kind of balancing out that energy of practicality and spirituality as well. Just emotions and being grounded as well. And you can see that here, flying just above the water, but like also the earth being like mixed in with the water. So also she has that cup here. This reminds me of just the magician card telling you use everything at your disposal to become successful. So there's nothing, I feel like, if you have a tool in your toolbox, why not use it? So we have the 2-9, which also brings us close to that number 8 again. If you look at the numbers, it's like 18. But creative expression, very big for you at this time. Balancing creativity and creating your own opportunities. That magician card is leaning to that, and not being afraid, being confident that you can express yourself any type of way that you please, and that will bring and open up new doors of abundance and new opportunities and new leadership roles as well. So let's get another card for you to see your ancestors' message. And last we have the Judge, poetic justice. Kind of funny that. Never mind. I won't get into that right now. But poetic justice, the Judge, the Libra type of energy with the scales there. Balancing out that. Also, you have like 11. This is the card number of 11. And you also have it clarifying. What do you see on this card? 11 with the wands here as well. So 11, you may be seeing 8 or 11 a lot. Let me know down below, what angel numbers are you seeing a lot of at this time? If these numbers, if you haven't seen them before, you definitely will by the time you wake up, or the next day. I'm sure these numbers will be very prevalent, and that's what part of what your ancestors are saying at this time. But yes, the number 11 also mentions a lot about balance and balance of energies, the light and dark, as you can even see on the card, which is at the bottom of this, telling you that you will be victorious. The monarch, which is kind of that energy of the chariot. It looks like the chariot, but just letting you know that victory is yours. The things that you're looking for to be yours will be, definitely. So just to get some more information on each card, I'll give you a quick little synopsis about each card basically. But the star was here and just inspired by a trans feminine people who were revered as deeply intuitive with very powerful magic. So what you should know is that all things are possible. When you see this card, that star card up there, letting you know that things are possible, my child. Okay, you are in the flow. You have been chosen to dream bigger and expand your bloodline. Be generous and loving and share the wealth. So I think also that goes back to the king of wands, because it's like a leader is not afraid to, it's not gatekeeping knowledge, it's not gatekeeping, the expansion or opportunities, because you realize that the more that you help people, the more your wealth increases as well. You're not afraid to help other people, because you realize that that is returned to you. So at this time, you're taking care of you, and you're not afraid to help people out as well. And new ideas are definitely flowing to you. That's what this card is symbolizing: a flow of opportunities, abundance, ideas, and guidance. And that, so these things are nurturing you, and you're not afraid. And your declaration is, I am unapologetically me. So you can say that: I am unapologetically me. I am unapologetically me. Try saying that 3 times fast. So the emotional self-care is also, about taking care of you, and not giving from a place or leading from a place of depletion, but leading from a place of, abundance and being a visionary. So, it talks about, this card is about, divine love, mercy, and compassion. And this mother is the guardian and the source of water in life. We need water in order to exist. Like, need it really badly. So being thankful if you have it and have clean access and a lot of access to it, it's always something to be grateful for. So for many of your ancestors, embodying love was a liability. Being vulnerable left them open to being hurt in perilous situations. When you choose the power of openness and vulnerability, you heal them. You do not need to make choices from fear and lack in the same way that they did. Also, this card, corresponds to the Queen of Cups energy in the, deck, which, like I mentioned, overflowing. Also, we have, a cup here, so a lot of that energy. Also, she's pouring out, so abundance flowing. And your declaration for this card is, I am filled with the power of love. I am filled with the power of love. I am filled with the power of love. So for the next card, we have the creature of water, talking about your creative expression. And this is the spirit animal that connects to the past, present, and future. So take time to experience. This card is saves you from yourself, with like fairy tale knights in shining armor energy, saving a damsel in distress. So you're asking yourself, are you moving too fast to reap the benefits of your blessings? Are you moving too fast to reap the benefits of your blessings? So that's the energy of, just enjoying everything that you are, putting in. When you're getting it back, taking a moment to enjoy it. And saying, that's why I mentioned, just saying thank you for water. Thank you for, any blessings that you have. If you have, the ability to experience anything that is positive, be grateful for it in any moment. Small moments, that's what makes the abundance return to you tenfold. It's just, taking moments to look at that. So, my child, how can you go back and reap your harvest? So you're not planting all of these abundant seeds for nothing. You're planting them to reap that harvest. So make sure that you're doing it. Also, this card is, going towards that Knight of Cups energy. And your declaration is, I am a creative force. I am a creative force. I am a creative force. And lastly, but not least, we have the Judge, the Poetic Justice card. you know, some of your ancestors had to be wishy washy to survive, but clarity is now required. So, that is the energy here. The judge, you know, comes forward as the god of moon cycles, which is the judgment, the healing, the harvest. Again, the word harvest coming up, and retribution for the people of Guinea, but also, you know, just retribution for yourself and for anyone who has, you know, been working in this energy of giving to the planet, giving positive things to the planet. You will be receiving it in your own special and divine way. There's no way for me to tell you all of the opportunities, all of the abundance, and all of the things that your ancestors have planned for you in this moment. That would be like trying to eat every meal that you will ever have right now for dinner or for breakfast, you know. So that's not necessary. You know, coming with this energy, it's like the energy that you trust. You trust that, as you know how the tides will flow out, you trust that they will always come back in. So you have no problem sending something out with love, because you know that you'll be receiving just with that same amount of love and abundance. And your declaration here is: every day, in exciting ways, things are working out for me. Every day, in exciting ways, things are working out for me. Every day, in exciting ways, things are working out for me. So, this is the justice card. You will be receiving divine justice, spiritual justice, and you don't have to, you know, worry about going up to people physically and trying to get retribution, because your ancestors and, you know, just that energy is being returned to you spiritually, with more abundance. So you never have to worry. Harmony, balance, all of those things are here for you. Stability is here for you when you're using your creativity and all of the things that was mentioned in this reading. So thank you to all of my divine dreamers for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. I hope you got a lot out of it, and this message, you know, coming in really hard and heavy from your ancestors at this moment. This is definitely a timeless reading. Come back to it whenever you need, you know, to revisit and to be solidified that the things that you desire are coming back to you in a multitude of ways that can't even be counted right now. It's so many. So whenever you experience something good, just know that that is the amazing things that you've been pushing out into this world coming back to you. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Peace, 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 peace.